What's going on, guys? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com bringing home the bacon NBA DFS video. It is Tuesday. It is February 2nd, and we are back. Hopefully, we get full slate in tonight. What we're going to do is this video hopefully will be quicker than what it's been in the past. I have changed up the matchup tool for you guys, so any little bit of your watching the ads or checking out my article helps me out. The matchup tool takes about anywhere between, well, depending, anywhere between like 2 to 3 hours to complete, just because of all of the intricacies that it takes to get all the stats, it takes to get the plays and everything like that. And it's, as of right now, it's completely free for you guys. The more views it gets, the more it'll be free. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. So what we're going to do is, if you've never been here before, we're going to go over today's Vegas numbers. This is the article. We're not going to go over this article. We're going to go over the actual matchup tool, but the article will be down below. It'll show you some other plays as well. We've got the matchup tool plays. We've got our favorite play, which obviously you can tell by the picture. Then we have the best value plays here. So please check out the article. Make sure you guys are ready to go. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the Vegas numbers, then the other tools that we have at the end. So if this video gets 20 likes, 20, I'm going to put a Fanduel and Draftkings GPP lineup in the comment section pinned down below. You can find all of our social media and our Discord link in the description of this video. So just looking at this, we got as of right now, 6 games. We did get screwed yesterday. The last game on the slate, let me know if you guys haven't gotten refunded yet on Fanduel and Draftkings. The Denver game, which, I mean, my favorite play on the night was obviously Jokic, and he was out. So crazy night. I think they postponed it like 2 minutes before tip-off, so awesome stuff there. But yeah, so the Vegas numbers here, Toronto on the road in Orlando, 5-point favorite, 215 total. Brooklyn at home, only a 1-point favorite right now, so this could be a great game. Look at this shootout, 241.5. We saw it hit the over-under with Washington 2 nights ago. Hopefully it does the same thing here. You got Memphis at Indiana. Memphis at home, or Indiana at home, 6-point favorite, 223 total. Washington at home against Portland. Washington's a 1.5-point favorite, 240.5. That over-under is amazing. You want to target some of these games, and we're going to look at it. The matchup tool will not lie to you. Boston at Golden State. Boston heading across the country. 3-point favorites, 227 over-under, and Detroit at Utah. Utah being a 9.5-point favorite at home with a 218 total. So like I said, we have a ton of free information, but you guys want to sign up, check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com/plans. Use promo code SuperBowl for the month pass. You're going to get 40% off the month. If you want 6 months of free access, use our links, DraftKings Sportsbook or Fanduel Sportsbook. Once you're signed up, send us a DM or email, support@FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. We'll set you up an account for 6-month access. Sign up and deposit. You're going to get free money to play with as well. So I like to show yesterday's results if we win. It's always fun to see the results. So yesterday we didn't win anything because a lot of our lineup had to do with the last game on the slate, and we got refunded for that. So those games, basically, they didn't count. Yesterday didn't count for all intents and purposes. So I'm going to show you what we did with sports betting. We also offer sports betting. So yesterday we had a 3-pick parlay, $10 into 30. It would have been more, obviously, but the Nuggets game got canceled. So these are our individual picks on sports betting, but obviously you can parlay them as well, but be careful how you do it. We had Lauri Markkanen under 6.5 rebounds, perfect, plus 100. I hate taking the unders, but I took it there. And then the Rockets money line against OKC. So we took that, $10 into 340. And the good thing I love about DraftKings, well, I mean, you can do it on any of the sites, but live betting. So I live bet yesterday, 3 picks. I did $8.80 because I wanted to get to an even number if I didn't win. Now I'm kicking myself because I wish I obviously would have done $10 or more. I usually like to do about a $10 parlay. just depending. But Duke losing to Miami, so I took the Miami money line plus 420. This was obviously live betting. Hornets to win the game, 265, and then Valparaiso and Evansville under 122.5, and turned $8 into 310. So just kind of sort of the success from yesterday. So looking at the matchup tool, you can find it under the NBA tab here, matchup tool there, bring you up to here. So I can't get this to fit the screen right now. I'm still trying to figure it out. I put full width and it still doesn't do it. So I need to figure that out. But what you can do on the matchup tool, and you guys might not be able to see it. Let's make this bigger. Well, anyway, so you can take the matchup tool down here at the bottom. You can see it says View Full-Size Workbook. Click that. And that's going to bring you to the actual workbook. You can't edit it, but you can look at it. So once it loads, check out and give you a little bit more so you can see it. But if not, definitely go to fantasyteamadvisor.com down below, and the matchup tool link will be there, and it'll help you out. So we've changed it a little bit. If you've been with us for the past few weeks, or we brought this back about a week ago, we're changing it up a bit. So we're going to show you every single team. And I've had questions about this. So this is the defense that you want to target against. So then these are the average fantasy points per game, or average points the defense gives up to the opposing team, which would be here, and then the opposing player. So we've dug into it. As of right now, this is free. It just depends on how many people view it, how many people like it. And then we've got tabs at the bottom for each position. So check that out. But like, just for instance, I'm not going to go through all of the numbers. You definitely can go to the matchup tool, because if I went through all the numbers, we'd be here for 18 hours and tip-off would already happen. But you can see the Wizards against the point guard, they're giving up an average of 28.84 points per game, 7.4 rebounds, and this helps you with prop bets too for NBA. So if you're into prop bets, you're into sports betting, this helps you out. You can kind of see, whoa, well, Damian Lillard is good. So then Wizards are averaging 28.84 points per game. Then you can go check out the game logs for Damian Lillard, see how many times he's hit that. And then go to Draftkings or Fanduel. You can go there and you can check the prop bets to how many points is Vegas giving him. So I'll just look real quick for you. I'm not going to do this for everyone or every team or player, but I'll just look at prop bets, player props. We'll go points. We'll go into the Portland game here. View more. Okay, so yeah, so Vegas knows what they're doing. So the bet on DraftKings Sportsbook is Damian Lillard over 32.5 points at minus 125, or under 32.5 for 104. So that is just kind of, in my mind, it's really hard for me to take any under on a bet, but that's something to look at. So over under 32.5. So he's got to get 33. If you take the over, he's got to get 32 or below to hit the under. So that's something to look at. I mean, that's not huge, but Vegas knows what they're doing. So that's something to look at. So, and these are not the only plays that we like. So I just want that to be known. We have all the plays on our cheat sheet, which is part of FTA Plus, but these are plays that you can wrap around using the matchup tool and build lineups with. So that's Damian Lillard, number one, and you can see Wizards give up the most amount of fantasy points to point guard, so that's a plus. Westbrook is number two. Portland gives up the second most. Then you drop down here, you can see we drop down not a lot, but you can see there's teams in between. Number 3 for today in point guard would be Lowry. Number 4 would be Brogdon. Number 5 would be Cole Anthony there. So if you want to check out the rest, click the link down below. Moving to shooting guard here, you can see the Clippers, or the Nets, give up on the slate. They give up the most amount here for all of the teams that are starting. Give up about an average of 43.97 fantasy points on FanDuel. That brings us to Paul George. Next would be Fred VanVleet. Dylan Brooks would be number 3. Number 4, the Clippers give up 42.25 fantasy points. So I'm looking at James Harden here. See if he's in. Obviously, he was out last game, so that's something to look at. And then the fifth/sixth, depending on who's going to start. As of right now, projected to start is Wayne Ellington, but they can split duties. So if you want to get a little bit crazy GPP-wise, you could go D Rose as well. But you kind of got to wait on some news throughout the day to see who's going to actually be the starter there. But whoever's the starter, if they can get at least 20, 25 minutes, should be good there between Ellington and Rose. Moving to the small forward position, Memphis Grizzlies actually give up the second most overall out of all of the teams at 46.26 to small forwards. That brings us to the Pacers. That brings us to Justin Holliday, who we used past few times, and he's definitely come through for us. Then we see the Magic give up the second most here. They're facing Toronto. So you got Pascal. I love him. He rarely ever lets us down. Then we've got to drop down a little bit here. You see the Wizards give up 43.26 to the small forward. That's Nasir Little. He should be starting. He is a cheaper option as well. Hopefully he gets the minutes, though. That it is a number to dig into. Then number 4, the Wizards, Hachimura. And number 5, if he starts, Evan Fournier for the Magic. Then we move to the power forward position, guys. Golden State give up the second most amount to power forwards this year, 48.26. Now, this is the fantasy points per game are on this current season, so the 22, 23 games that have been played. Boston Celtics, you're looking at Jason Tatum. And he might not actually be starting at power forward. It just depends. But, you know, Fanduel and Draftkings, on Draftkings, they have multi-position eligibility, so you can play around with that depending on what site you're using. Toronto Raptors give up the third most overall, but the second on the active slate tonight. That's Gary Clark. He is projected as the starter right now, and he's minimum price on Fanduel. Whether or not he's the starter and he'll get the minutes, you know, it's hard to say, but I mean his price, if he can get at least 6 times value for his price, we're looking pretty good. So if he can get, like, you know, 20, 23 fantasy points, we should be good there. But if you guys want to see what these guys are projected at in our cheat sheet, click the link down below. Brings us down here. We got Serge Ibaka. He's gonna be the starting center, I believe. So, but he's only a power forward on FanDuel, so that is definitely something to look at. Draymond Green, he's got the questionable tag, but if you dig into the news, he's probable. Whether or not he's going to do much, I mean, he's disappointed us a lot this season and last season. So that is something. I don't know if I have much exposure to him. Then we drop down, number 5 on the slate, Davis Bertans. Might not be starting, but he did play 30 minutes against Brooklyn the last game. So even if you find the projected starters and Bertans isn't there, he could get the minutes, and you could take advantage of that because there's a lot of people that build lineups that don't look or only see who the starters are. And unlike, you know, baseball and football, you know, starters could go in for 5 minutes and then get benched, and then Bertans can come in cheaper price, under-owned because he wasn't starting. Under-owned specifically if you're playing like a single entry. If you're playing obviously like 150 entries, he's going to be owned there. So that's my suggestion. Find those games that you like. The ones I like on DraftKings are like the $5 single entry, 700 to like 1,200 entries. Those are the ones we've had a ton of success the past couple of weeks using the matchup tool. Then we go over to center position, guys. Detroit gives up the second most. First most on the active slate tonight. Rudy Gobert could be in a great spot. Number 2 is Enes Kanter. Zubac, he's not really starting, I don't believe, but that's something to check out the minutes-wise. Golden State, Wiseman is out, so Kevin Looney comes here. He could be a cheaper option. And then number 5 is Miles Turner. So there you go. Just a kind of insight of what we're looking at. But those are the matchup tool plays. Those are not the only plays we like. If you want to see all of those, our cheat sheet is out. We've got Vegas. So if you look here, under NBA, we got Vegas. We got season stats. It's every single stat so far updated in the mornings for everything. So if you click that tab, it'll bring you to here. And then as you can see, I mean, you can, let's bring it down. You can sort this by any tab you want. This one's just sorted by minutes. So you can see like Julius Randle, he's He's played 806 minutes this year. He's played every game, I don't know how many minutes he's missed, but I mean, that's a ton of minutes. And then Barrett, the Knicks love not to sit their starters. James. So, I mean, you can just sort this however you want. That could help you out as well to match, compare, and there's a lot of information. I know we threw a lot of information at you, but I hope it helped. If it helped, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share the video. Please, if you guys want to win a 5-day pass, tell me. You got to like the video and be a subscriber, but tell me who's going to score the most amount of DraftKings fantasy points on this slate, and how many fantasy points are they going to score. Closest without going over will be deemed the winner, and we will contact you in the comment section, and we'll get you guys set up for a 5-day pass. If you're still here, you're still watching, we do offer FTA Plus for all of the sports that we offer. 5-day pass is $9.99. Month pass using Super Bowl as the promo code gets you 40% off. A year pass is $199. Sports betting just by itself for $25. You combine the monthly pass with sports betting, $60, and a year pass with year sports betting, $299. That's all I have, guys. If you have questions, comment down below. Let's get a discussion going. If you want to discuss even more, if you want to show us your lineups, your results, your winnings, check out our Discord channel. The link is down below. We help each other out there. So that's what I've got. Any questions, comments, concerns? If you don't feel comfortable, down below in the comment section, you can always email me, support@fantasyteamadvisor.com. That's all I've got, guys. Good luck today, and as always, you guys know what to do. Let's bring home some bacon. Peace.